What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another trout fishing video. Today we're going to talk about trout power bait and one of my favorite subjects, glitter versus non-glitter power bait. When to use each, in what situations and conditions to be more successful out catching stock trout. So when we're talking about power bait's been around for a long time. And as a kid growing up, I hated fishing with live worms. I just love putting power bait on my hooks and flinging it out there hoping to catch that next trout and catch more fish than my dad and my brother. But when you're talking about different power bait colors and scents, there are certain situations and times when it's better to fish glitter versus non-glitter power bait. We're gonna cover that today. In what scenarios do I like to use each? And if I only had to pick one, which one would it be? So stay till the end when I pick which one that I like more, glitter or non-glitter. So first, let's start with the glitter power bait. Now, my rule of thumb when fishing glitter is if the sun's out, grab the glitter. And here's why. As water warms up in the late spring and early summer, the trout start to migrate maybe in the shallower, closer water to the bank out into the deeper water. And as water clears up and the water gets warmer, if you're fishing for power bait, there's a huge difference between fishing in 5 feet of water versus 15 feet of water if you're plunking using power bait. Now, the reason why I like glitter when it's sunny out is for this reason in particular. When you're using glitter and the sun is up and shining those rays down into the water and it's hitting that glitter, it adds that little extra sparkle in the water. As you have trout circling the lake or the area, it's gonna catch their attention more than if you don't have glitter on your power bait. And when you have the 3 S's of fishing, sight, scent, and sound, that sight can be really critical, especially if you're fishing in a little bit deeper of water in that late spring and summertime frame. You want that extra sight in the water, and that glitter gives that. When the sun is able to hit that and reflect off that glitter, it just adds that little extra shimmer and shine in the water that allow the fish to see your baits from farther away. And on days, say when it's in and out of cloudy and sunny, I tend to lean towards the glitter a little bit more, because when that sunlight pops out from under the clouds and hits that power bait, even for a second or two, when that sunlight hits the water and hits that power bait, that extra shine can attract those fish from farther distances away. And especially if they're kind of circling through, or if they're circling the lake, and especially in groups, you only need that one fish that'll get that glimmer of glitter and it'll go after that bait and attack it really aggressively. Now, if any of you guys out there fish for salmon or steelhead, you guys also know that using spinners and blades and 360s and inlines and spinners, you have that extra UV or that extra flash and flare in your gear when you're fishing for salmon or steelhead. The same thing applies with trout. That extra shine from the glitter can definitely get the fish's attention. And what I find is on those sunny days, the fish just really tend to like glitter the most. Now, is that 100% true all the time? Absolutely not. I've fished with Richie before and he's thrown out non-glitter and I've thrown out glitter at the same time. We've had days where we've gotten hit and bit at the same amount. We've had days where maybe the non-glitter's done a little bit better, but for the most part, glitter has been the thing to go to when the sun is out. So next time you're out trout fishing, pay attention to the conditions and the amount of sun that's out, whether it's overcast, whether it's partly cloudy, partly sunny, completely overcast, or if it's just completely sunny and bright. You want to use that glitter power bait on those bright sunny days, those days where it's a little bit cloudy, a little bit overcast, going back and forth between cloudy and sunny. Those are the days that you want to use the glitter because it'll be the most effective in the water to catch more trout. Pumpkin cheesecake macaroons. Enjoy that, everybody. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Good break time. Now, when you're fishing with non-glitter power bait, the times of the year that I like to fish with the non-glitter is in the really early springtime frame. So think February, March, and maybe part of April, maybe sometimes into May, depending on what the weather's like. And then late in the fall, so say October, November, December, if you're chasing trout late in the year, I would go with the non-glitter version, and here's why. As I said earlier, with the glitter power bait, you want those on the bright sunny days. When it's not sunny out and it's cloudy and overcast, go with the non-glitter power bait. On those early spring times and those late fall, say early winter time frame, the trout will end up being closer in shallower water, especially on big lakes and ponds. When we fish here in the Northwest, the fish will go deeper in the summer into the water, but when the water is cooler in the early springtime and in the late fall, they'll tend to be closer into the bank. And when there's no sunlight and it's cloudy and overcast, I would definitely use the non-glitter because it is super effective. When you've got no sun, you can actually get them more with just having that that color right there because the water could be clear. You don't need the sunlight to hit that water for that color to pop in the water. Sometimes just going with a base color without glitter can be super, super effective. And in the springtime, especially when the lakes and ponds are just getting stocked with trout and they're circling around the lakes and ponds and they're looking for food, they're looking more for food because they're hungry. You could argue that the glitter may help in certain situations, which I 100% agree. But for the most part here in the Northwest, on those days when you don't have sunlight and it's overcast and cloudy in the early spring, they're going to target your bait more from a scent perspective and the fact that they're looking for food and they're circling around the lake or pond in big groups. And so as long as you've got the bait out there, you don't need the glitter to get after the trout. And in the spring and late fall, go with bright colors because that'll be enough pop in the water to attract those fish, especially on clear water days. You don't need that glitter to get the attention of the fish. As long as you've got a bright colored bait like a chartreuse, an orange, or a pink, that'll get the fish's attention as they're swimming by looking for food and smelling that power bait from far away. They'll come after it. Don't need to utilize the glitter to get the attention of the fish. You got to get out there and try it for yourself. But for the most part, if it's sunny out, use glitter. If it's cloudy and overcast, early spring, late fall, go with the non-glitter. So now the moment of truth, glitter or non-glitter? Which one would I use if I could only take one of these out fishing with me on lakes, ponds, or streams? Which one would I take? I'm taking the glitter. And here's why I am taking the glitter with me. More often than not, I still feel that even a little bit of light on cloudy or overcast days, even if the sun isn't able to shine brightly, just even a little bit of light hitting the water will hit that glitter at the right spot to attract the fish. Now, having fished glitter and non-glitter for dozens of years, fishing with my dad, with friends and family, I've always fished with glitter. That's not to say I haven't caught trout with the non-glitter. I just feel like I get more hookups and more success on a day in, day out basis, average wise, with the glitter versus the non-glitter. Plus here in the Northwest, especially in the late March timeframe, when we get sunny days and into the spring, when it starts to get a little bit less rainy, you get fewer overcast days, and then into that summer timeframe in May, June, and July with those sunny, warm days, the glitter is my go-to. That's why I'm choosing glitter when I go out every single time. So if you guys like glitter or non-glitter more, comment below in the video on which one you guys like more and have found to be more successful when you're out catching trout. And one quick PSA about glitter, when you're coming back from a day of fishing and you've been using the glitter power bait, just make sure you get it off of your face and your hands, or your significant other or your wife may be questioning you as to why you have glitter all over you. Trust me, don't ask me how I know. Hope you guys enjoyed some of the fishing tips I provided in this video using glitter or non-glitter power bait. Now get out there and catch more trout on your next adventure out using glitter or non-glitter. Thanks for watching, everybody, and until next time, the outdoors is a gift, glitter it with others.